Alright, how's it going, guys? I am back with another video here today. So today, I thought I'd do something a little more interesting. My last video was my first tutorial I've ever done, which is half a tutorial. But today, I thought I'd do something that, I don't know how good I'd be at explaining, because it's a very difficult skill to explain, but I thought I'd do a air dribble tutorial. So, if you guys don't know, air dribbling is pretty much just taking the car off the surface and holding the ball so that it's like stuck to the nose of your car. So I can try to demonstrate this. So you see, look at that. The ball is like kind of stuck to the nose of my car, right? I'm getting constant touches on it with the nose of my car, and feathering my boost and just a bunch of different skills using to air dribble. So anyway, so first there's two different ways to pretty much air dribble. There's a way to air dribble off the wall, like I demonstrated, like this. And there is a way to air dribble off the ground. This way is, you want a nice good pop in the ball, so what you want to do is, if you want to do this way, just hit towards the goal so you can kind of like catch it here. It's a little more difficult. Yeah, it's a little more difficult to do dribbling, but if the ball is like bouncing or something, I don't know, it's kind of hard to... There, if the ball's like bouncing or something, like it's kind of slower. It's hard to demonstrate this one, yeah. Like the ball's like bouncing is kind of easy, like this, like this. It's a little easier to do it like that. Obviously, I don't really practice ground air dribbles that much, so I'm not very good at them. But anyway, so pretty much, I'm gonna start with the wall air dribble. So first thing to do is pretty much take some touches towards the wall. Get this ball to roll like flat up the wall. If you have a bouncing up the wall, it's not what you want at all. Like you could have it like that. Like that's way too high, way too much power. You want a nice slower, not that slow, but a slower roll up the wall, just like that. Like that's perfect. So that it stops around the middle of the wall. Okay, anyway, after you've done that, basically, it all depends on where this is. If the ball is going very vertically, you want to approach it with more of a horizontal angle. Obviously, this is not a good setup at all, as you can see what I've done. Just a bad example of it. So you see, it's going very vertically. Go a little more horizontal. So you see, now I can control the ball a lot easier and put it in. But let's say the ball is going more of like a horizontal angle like this. Maybe take it a little more vertically. And now, since I took it more vertically, I can put it in as well. So it all depends on which kind of roll you want the wall. The best one I would say to get up the wall is not completely vertical, but like that pretty much. Like a little slant, and then go up pretty vertically. Like, let's see, I would say the one that most people do is just going like straight like this. You could just go straight vertical, but a little bit of a slant, and then go pretty horizontal. Yeah, okay, so now you have the setup done. Next comes the takeoff, which is the first touch and the takeoff, which is probably one of the most key things. Basically, it requires you coming up the wall, and hitting the ball. I mean, it's kind of a hard thing, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's kind of a hard thing to teach, as it's not very easy to explain, but basically right when it's in the middle of the wall, I would say good point at the middle of the wall. You don't want to do it too low or too high. At the middle of the wall, hit the ball away from the wall, and jump immediately following that hit. So you want to hit the ball and then immediately jump off the wall. So ready, so you're going to see, hit the ball and immediately jump off. And then, depending on which side you're on, you want to air roll so that your car is, let's see, so your car is like facing the ball, like this. You want the car to be facing the ball. I mean, you could do not facing the ball, but that's pretty advanced. Actually, never mind. You can't really do it not facing the ball. But anyway, so yeah, get your car upright using air roll. Usually, you shouldn't have to air roll too much. Like you see, all I have to do is hit it a little bit, and then I'm already there. And then, once it's there, the best thing to do is take a touch that goes... You don't want your touch to be going downwards. You want your touch to be going upwards. See, if my touch goes, like, downwards, like this. See, look at that. I lose it. So you want your touch to be going upwards. And you also want a light first touch, so that you can get a nice, good control on the ball. So you see, I'll pop it off here. And then see, I'll stop boosting right as I hit the ball to get a nice light first touch. And you see how it's now like stuck to my car, right? That's your goal. That's what you want to do. Because if it's stuck to your car, you'll have a lot more control over the ball, and you'll be able to get a much better shot. So roll up the wall, hit it up, hit it off, jump right as you've done that. Air roll so that you're flat, and basically boost a little bit to catch up to the ball. And right as you catch up to the ball, like stop boosting, so that you get a very light touch on the ball. Just think, what would get you a light touch on the ball? A light touch would require you to stop boosting. So you see I can just like stop boosting here, and then I can restart boosting to catch it. And then once you've done that from there, it's pretty much just guiding the ball into the goal. It's just feathering your boost, which is kind of just like spamming circle. So like hold it for a little bit, then let go, then hold it and let go. That's pretty much what feathering your boost is, and that's pretty much what you do for an air dribble. I mean, it's a lot of practice. You'll get it eventually, but it's a lot of practice. So you see, I'll take a light touch, and then just kind of like, sometimes you can just hold down boost, and you can just go straight in. As you can see, I'm still not even perfect at them. I mean, I'm pretty consistent. Like, see, a light first touch, and then I can just keep boosting and get it in. I mean, again, like, this takes a lot of practice, and it's really difficult, and I'm not even very consistent at it. Like, see, this is not a good touch. But you see, since it took a light touch there, the first touch is actually probably even more key than your takeoff, because all you really need is to get that good first touch, and you can get great control over the ball. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So yeah, so I'll recommend going like straight up the wall like this, diagonal angle here, light first touch, and then look at that. And then it's just kind of feathering your boost from there and keeping the ball on top of your car. And obviously that's a really hard skill to do, and just saying keeping it on top of your car, I mean, it's not going to really help you much. But I mean, I think this is as much as I can teach. You can add some spins in there to be fancy, but basically your goal is to keep the ball on top of your car for the whole way until you get to the goal, and then just try to drop it in. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one, I think. Again, I can try to do a couple more here. Just hitting it to the side of the wall. Pretty much straight vertical. Horizontal touch. Light first touch. And then just hold down boost pretty much. Or just feather or hold down boost. So I'll just do one more example here. A nice, slow, good roll up the wall. So that it stops pretty much mid through the wall. Midway up the wall is probably the best. Take the touch, whatever roll you have depending on it. So that means if it's horizontal, ball's going like this way a lot, hit it more vertical. If the ball is not going that way, if the ball is going more vertically, hit it more horizontally. So usually I start with the more vertical, so no more horizontal touch. Boost to catch up to it, light first touch, and then just feathering your boost and keeping the ball on top of your car to get it all the way in. So then here, I'll try to just do some shots because it's kind of hard to do while explaining. Just like that, right? And you see, now my takeoff wasn't that good there, so I wasn't able to put that in. I had great control, and I had a great air dribble, but I wasn't able to put it in because of my bad first touch. So you can really tell how that first touch really affects you, also depending on which direction. You may want to take a first touch towards the goal. That's really important. Because you see now, like, I can put that in, but it's a little more difficult, and I did lose control. So, I mean, if you're very advanced at this, it's a pretty easy shot, but first touch towards the goal, and then just a light feather. Constantly shifting your car around so that your nose is constantly touching the ball. So I'll do one more example here, and I'm pretty sure that we can wrap up the video here. Just light first touch, and just keep boosting and top of your car, and just put it straight in. Alright, so yeah, I know that is a very hard thing to explain, so if I did not do the greatest of job, I'm kind of sorry, but I think I did a pretty decent job trying to explain basically what the fundamentals of air dribbling is. So anyway, that's going to be for this video. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, please like and subscribe, and comment what you thought, how good it was. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Peace.